How do I know it's time to hire my first employees? I think at the end of the day, there's two ways to do it. What are the kind of businesses that are most likely to fail? Broadly speaking, in terms of businesses that are not keeping up with changing times and the evolution of the market and technology and everything else, will at some point fail and die? Are accountants worth it? I think the question might be finding the right accountant can be challenging. It's about accountants actually helping you with the financials in the business to help you proactively around cost saving activities, tax saving activities. How do you pay less taxes?
Time to get fired up. Yeah, I'm getting fired up.
Your thoughts can become plans, plans can become actions, and actions become a reality. We share powerful stories and simple steps to fast track your business and personal growth. Are you ready to make it happen? Let's get fired up. Hey, welcome back, guys. Today we're actually going to be answering some of the frequently asked questions that come in to me and from my clients and into the group. I've got the team behind there, so they've pulled out some of the top key ones, and we're going to have a bit of a rapid fire Q&A today and see how we go with it. So what's the first question? What are the kind of businesses that are most likely to fail? Look, I think broadly speaking, in terms of businesses that are not keeping up with changing times and the evolution of the market and technology and everything else, will at some point fail and die. Good example here, Blockbuster. People will always come to our store and collect their DVDs and their videos. They love it. We provide a great experience. And what they should have actually been thinking is people are going to want to stream this at home. How do we develop and evolve into that? And look, they died. Kodak didn't evolve into the digital area with phones and they died. But I think, any business has the potential of failure. It would usually be down to the owners, the managers, the leaders, the product or service to the market fit. Ooh, what kind of business models would I never step into?
Stay away from
Pyramid schemes. Look, and this might seem a little bit hypocritical, but when you actually have to physically turn up somewhere to get paid, I think that's going to be hard to grow and scale, right? Because there's one of you. Yes, you can hire staff, but then the staff and all of that becomes problematic as well. It does work very well. It just wouldn't be for me. I would like something that can reach a broader audience at any time, anywhere. How do you start a business from start to finish? Step one, come up with the idea, set a solid plan in place, work out your customer, and most importantly, what problem are you solving? That is the big thing. That's it. How do you fund your startup? Look, how many ways can you skin a cat? You can actually start a business with very little money. It's been proven time and time again, and some of those people have been on the Fired Up podcast. It really depends on how much capital outlay your business needs to get off the ground. And some of those require a lot because there's a lot of marketing spend, a lot of development spend, a lot of infrastructure spend before you even start getting paid. So if your business does need funding and money, I would be exploring all the opportunities out there for that. And there's lots of people who want to give good business ideas money. You would need to then develop through your pitch deck and then start to go and talk to potential investors on that. Best way to do market research, it's obviously online. You can outsource specialists for this quite easily who have got market research backgrounds. I would start there. The market research, again, come back to the customer, come back to the market, find out, does the problem exist? Who's playing in that space, if anybody at the moment? I think if no one's playing in that space, that could actually be a little bit of a red flag. Why is no one doing this business? There could be a reason for that. There's lots of businesses that have been around for a long, long time. It doesn't mean you shouldn't start that business, right? Someone could be starting a plumbing business tomorrow and absolutely succeed. Why? Because there's going to be a demand for plumbing often. Watch what your competitors are doing, because that's free market research. You can go and look at their website. What are they doing wrong with it? You can go look at their offering. What's missing from it? You can go look at their pricing. Is it matched up? The market research is out there. But again, use all the platforms and tools available and ask the questions, set up the polls. People are pretty happy to provide feedback for things when you run it out there. What licenses and permits do I need? Don't know. Depends what your business is. But if you do need licenses and permits, you better get them. because you will get caught and it will come with hefty fines and problems. So yeah, I mean, you can't avoid these things. They're part of the compliance. They're part of the way that business is structured for a particular reason, so that you're not having people out there running things unlicensed or doing things without the relevant permits. So playing the game by the book, I think, is the question. Is it important? 100%. Do the right thing. Ooh, such a touchy subject. Are accountants worth it? Of course they are. I mean, I think the question might be, finding the right accountant can be challenging. It's fair to say that finding the right builder can be challenging. Finding the right marketing assistant can be challenging. So I think, you've got to do your proper due diligence, do your research, talk to people who are saying to you, my accountant is great, my accountant is proactive, my accountant is helpful, my accountant is hands-on. That's probably the type of person that you're looking for, and then just reach out for that initial conversation. My experience, and many people that I speak to, and some of them have been on the podcast as well, maybe our expectations are too high, but it's about accountants actually helping you with the financials in the business to help you proactively around cost-saving activities, tax-saving activities. That's the type of support that we would love to have from an accountant. How do I know it's time to hire my first employees? Look, I think at the end of the day, there's two ways to do it. You shouldn't necessarily wait until you are being rushed off your feet and you're exhausted and working too much. Look at the tasks that you are doing that can be outsourced easily. You will have them. Just go through the lists and write them down. How much time do you spend on it? What's your time worth? So it's usually the low-hanging fruit for a small business or startup that goes for first. It's the administration, it's the emails, it's the booking system, it's the social media management, it's design. All of that stuff should be getting way out of your plate straight away. Sometimes the question to ask yourself is, what should I be focusing on that only I can do? And if the answer is, well, yeah, someone else could send the emails, yeah, someone else could do the booking, yeah, someone else could do the Instagram stuff, then that's your answer. Someone else could do it. And when you're able to afford that person, go for it now. But always then look to outsource it, because high level of skill on a global stage at very reasonable prices. Outsourcing locally or overseas. I think you want to outsource to the right area at the right price for the right result. On a global stage, the Philippines, Vietnam, India, Pakistan, all of these sorts of things, my experience with getting the specialists from those countries, whether they're working on a one-off project for brand or maybe they're doing some dev or video content, whatever, has always been very, very high quality at a very, very low cost. And when you're running a business and money is cash flow and oxygen, I want to get the best result at the best price. Outsource as required to the place that's most appropriate. How do I determine my target audience? You need to know exactly what problem you're solving and who for. And if that's really broad, then it's going to be very hard for you to sell that product or service. If it's broad, like I help people invest their money, you need to come down more narrow and be very specific. I help single fathers in New South Wales invest their money into high risk investments. So find that out and be as very narrow and niche as you can, because what you are selling and offering can get down to that level. And it's the resonation of people that will buy from you is based on how targeted you can get. How to create a business if you have no ideas. Go to Google and type in the hedgehog concept. And what that does is actually gets you to think about, what am I passionate about? What have I got skills in? And could that be monetized? And if you go through that process, you'll probably narrow down exactly what you actually like doing. And you've got some pretty good skills in that area. And then it is, well, can it be monetized? If you start there, the ideas will start to flow. Then move to stage 2, work on a basic business plan. How do you pay less taxes? Just look at what the rich people do. So rich people, they buy properties. So you buy real estate and you run businesses. That's the easiest way to pay less taxes. If you've enjoyed this episode, then subscribe on YouTube or follow our podcast on your favorite platform. We drop a new episode every week. You'll be doing us a massive favor. If you know someone that would benefit from listening to this, then share it with them. You'll be doing them a massive favor. And if you want the tips, tools, and resources to support you on this journey, then join our exclusive Facebook community and follow our socials. You'll be doing yourself a massive favor.